Welcome to another episode of Glass with a Class, where we look at some lovely depression glass and learn a thing or two about the English language in a mini lesson at the end of the video. My name is June Anderson, and I'm so glad you've decided to tune in. I try to keep the videos around 5 minutes because I know you're too busy to listen to me drone on and on. So let's get started. Today we have another piece that's probably not depression glass, but I love it. It's old. I just don't know exactly how old. It's really two pieces. These are pieces from the Westmoreland Glass Company in their old quilt pattern. They made this pattern in the very early 1900s. But when they started making this little cream and sugar, I don't know. I'm told it's from the 1950s, but how reliable that information is, I just don't know. This little pair is known as Thumbelina because it's so tiny. They're only about 2 inches tall. Let's compare them to a regular size set. Is that cute or what? See how tiny? Isn't it just the cutest little creamer and sugar ever? It's milk glass, which is just the snowiest white. See the little jagged rims? Right there. See the little jagged rims? How in the world they've not been chipped off is beyond me, but they're intact. There's a covered butter dish that matches this that I'd love to have. And listen, they also made a tiny punch bowl set that's 4 1/4 inches tall and 4 inches wide. I love punch bowl sets, and I'd love to have that little one. It wouldn't be any trouble to store now, would it? I need to go on a Thumbelina search. Thumbelina was made for little children to play with. Can you believe that? I recently told my little granddaughter, who is 12, and tolerates my glass talk pretty well, that back in the day they made little glass pieces for children to play with. She was mortified. Juju, they gave glass to children to play with? She couldn't believe it. Well, neither can I, really. But I explained to her that plastic sets were not as prevalent then as they are now. I hope she continues to put up with and maybe even enjoy my depression glass ramblings. She may be in possession of a lot of it one day. Okie dokie. Let's talk English. One thing that flusterates me or frusters me or something like that is the fact that frustrate and fluster mean almost the same and are so confused by so many people, not necessarily in what they mean, but in how they're pronounced. Okay, so you have flustered, which means agitated or confused. Then you have frustrated, which means distress and annoyance because of the inability to change or achieve something. Both words mean that someone is upset about something. Flustered and frustrated. You can fluster someone or you can frustrate them. Either way, they're upset. Well, here are a couple of sentences. I am flustered because my books won't balance. I am frustrated because my car won't start. You can see where people would get these two word meanings confused. However, sometimes people mispronounce them. They say they are frustrated when there's no such word. They may even say they're frustrated when there's no such word. The word they're looking for is either frustrated or flustered. They're almost interchangeable, actually. I didn't find fluster in the Bible, but I did find frustrate in 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 19. For it is written, I will destroy the wisdom of the wise. The intelligence of the intelligent I will frustrate. Well, that's it for this episode. Come back next time and let's see what pretty glass we can see and what English lesson we can turn up. See you then. God bless you and yours. Bye-bye.